Hello and welcome to Tuesday. We just finished playing a game. A demo? What's the right... I guess
teaser.
It's a teaser, really.
Playable teaser.
Playable teaser. Playable teaser. Why does that sound familiar? Could it be because of PT? Playable teaser? It's very similar to PT. We played the Resident Evil 7 demo, which I think is called Beginning Hour.
Yes.
And it's something I've wanted to play since I saw it on the E3 conference, and it looked very similar when I saw it on there to PT, and I really enjoyed PT. I know everyone has different feelings about it, but I really enjoyed PT. I thought it was very atmospheric and very well done, and Resident Evil 7 looked similar, so we got to play that tonight. Just finished recording it for the channel. It's going to be out Friday. First things first, when we were playing through it, I asked you where your anxiety level was on a scale from 0 to 11, or 0 to 10, and you told me 11.
Yeah.
Now that it's over, looking back on it, how do you feel?
Like a 7.
So not that bad. How does it compare to PT?
PT's like a 12.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think that some of that has to do with the fact that it's been a while, and since you are a little more disconnected because you haven't played it in such a while, that it's in your head worse than it actually
there
was?
was worse stuff in PT.
What was worse?
Like, think of like the squeaking light, and then the one light, the window when it falls and shatters.
Okay. By the way, there will be, if it's not obvious, this is going to spoil some of the Resident Evil 7 demo, and it's probably going to spoil a little bit of PT also, just so you are aware going forward with the rest of this video. And our Resident Evil 7 demo video is already out, so if you want to watch that before you continue on this vlog, I'll put a card or in the description or something so you guys can go see it so you know what we're talking about. Anyway, go ahead.
There was that creepy thing.
Yeah, the monster.
Then there was like the weird drug trip part.
I say monster, it wasn't, I think it was supposed to be Lisa. Was her name, right? I think because they kept talking in PT about the girl, Lisa. I think that's
wasn't it supposed to be the baby?
No, the baby's not Lisa. The woman's Lisa.
I know. The monster baby thing.
Oh, I thought you meant. Oh, that's what you mean.
Crying.
The fetus
Yeah.
in the sink. Weird words to come out of your mouth about a video game, but I was talking about the girl herself. Yeah, Lisa. And then there was that one rumor where like you had to put the headset on and say her, like, had to say like Jarnal or Jarvis or something, like whisper it. Anyway, so you thought PT was scarier?
Yes.
Okay. This is probably a weird one, but what was your favorite thing about this demo?
This demo?
I know that you don't enjoy horror stuff. It's not something you would generally choose out of your own free will to watch or experience, but what did you feel like you got out of the demo?
I thought it was cool how you could play with when you were the cameraman.
Oh, you got to play the found footage part.
Yeah.
That was neat, and we totally didn't get it because in our video, we're just sitting there and we thought that there was a tripod, and then we realized we were playing. That mechanic, that whole idea, is really cool, and it may have been done in a video game before, but I've never seen it, and it was so neat. Like, you find this VHS tape and you put it in and you're watching it, but you're playing it. And we played through it, and there's a lot of like little secrets and stuff, and people are still trying to figure out stuff about it. But afterwards we went online and looked some stuff up, and apparently there's some things you can find and do in that found footage section that affects the present day. There's one part where there's a lockpick, and you can get the lockpick, and there's a drawer in the kitchen that was locked, and when you play the found footage part, if you find the lockpick and unlock that drawer, then when you finish that found footage part and you go back to present day, that drawer is unlocked. And that is so neat. It's kind of a way of time travel, without doing it explicitly time travel, you know? Just a really neat concept. I think that the most upsetting thing is it is just a proof of concept and is completely disconnected from the game itself. And I hope that they end up doing something like that with it, because I think it's really fascinating. Now, I had said in the demo, but Mal's only experience with Resident Evil has been Resident Evil 5, which is so different than this. what are your feelings about that? Like, for them to take the series in a radically new direction?
I don't know, because it's only the trailer. And it's not supposed to be like it, so...
The Resident Evil was a series that has evolved a lot. Like the first 3 games are wildly different from like 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
And 4 is in a weird spot too, because 4 is very loved, and it's kind of like the middleman. It's like 5 is out there. 5's an action game. 5's not even a scary horror game
Part
anymore.
of it turns into Uncharted.
5?
5's the one we played, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you're like treasure hunting.
Oh.
Through the ruins?
Yeah, you're not wrong. So people that have become attached to the Resident Evil series over the years have just been continually, I guess, let down because the series that they love changes. People that love the first few, but then are like, what the crap is going on now? And now that people are, I guess, into like 4, 5, and 6, now 7 is out and everyone's like, what the heck is going on? That said, I think people really liked 4 and then kind of liked 5 for different reasons, and then I think the opinion on 6 is not so great. So maybe they know they need to go in a new direction with it. Maybe they're like, yeah, we should probably
try something
different. But moving from third person to first person is a huge change. Anyway, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy it. Like, it runs at 60 FPS. The game is beautiful. It achieves what PT achieved in its atmosphere. The best horror, in my opinion, has nothing to do with jump scares. In fact, I feel jump scares are cheap. I want to be completely engrossed in the environment. I want the audio to be top notch, where I feel like I can, I'm hearing all these different things, hearing these weird noises, these unexplainable noises. Outside of a door, there's footsteps and
growling
and all this stuff. The use of the flashlight is also different, because in PT, like, the lights are on, sometimes they're off, sometimes they're on, and it changes how you feel about things a lot, because in this demo, like, you control what you see, and it worries you because you're worried that if you turn, like, that's going to be it. Like, you're going to run into something. And especially at the beginning of the game, like, you don't know what you're going to find.
No.
You have no idea what's going on. And I went into it without looking at anything, so I had no idea what was going to happen. But, dang, I really enjoyed it. Do you, like, I know after we played PT, and you gave it some time, and then we had other people over and we showed them, over time you got to the point where you, I don't know if enjoy is the best word, but, like, I feel like
I could stand it.
You appreciated it more for what it was. So do you think that's something that, now that you've had 10, 15 minutes since you've played it and calmed down, that you can say, okay, that was actually pretty neat?
Yeah.
But I still
don't like horror.
That's fair. That's completely fair. Anyway, so yeah, that was our experiences playing it. If you haven't already, you should go check out our playthrough. There are some things we missed, but for the most part, from what I'm reading, we found everything that is available now. We didn't do the back in time found footage lockpick thing, but it seems like we got pretty much everything else.
Yeah.
And they're still figuring stuff out. And I think Capcom tweeted and kind of teased that things couldn't all be unveiled right now. So I get the impression that there's going to be an update that unlocks a little bit more, which is a weird way of doing it, but also kind of cool. I think it's just neat that this is actually being supported, and it's like, hey, we're doing this thing, as opposed to PT, which now, if you have never played PT, you never can, because it's been pulled and you can't actually download it. Like, that's sad. We have it on our PS4, but, if something ever happens, it gets deleted, or the PS4 breaks or whatever, like, we can never play that again. Not that I'm biting at the bit to play PT again, but it's fun to show to people that haven't experienced that. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to share your own experiences if you played through the demo and what you thought, or just what you thought of watching us go through it. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?